Hello, guys. We will watch in this video how the Argentina national team played a very easy match which could have ended up winning with a great result, and we will get to know the player whose participation should be reduced, because his bad decisions waste a lot of attacks for the Argentina national team and Messi's effort. Argentina against the ball did not suffer at all, because the Polish national team did not try to counter-pressing and recover the ball in the shortest number of seconds, which make it easier for Argentina to regain control of the ball and the match. Defending behind the ball with a formation of 4-1-4-1. There was almost a defensive problem for the Argentina national team that wasn't tested, because Poland didn't try to play with the ball, and when the Argentina national team appeared behind the ball with 4-3-3 formation, it is unable to cover the spaces between the lines. Example 1. Zielinski's fall, he received the ball and proceeded with it comfortably between the lines. Example 2. When Szczęsny plays the ball directly, the spaces between the lines of Argentina appear. Scaloni should pay attention to this in the future, because the victory over Poland is not a measure due to their appearance with a very mediocre performance. We move to the Argentina national team with the ball and possession, which was the dominant thing for most of the periods of the game. Example 1. Possession with a 2-3-5 formation, making a 2v1 first-line superiority against Lewandowski. Molina remains in the second line alongside Enzo and De Paul, as Acuna progresses on the far left, Di Maria on the far right, while Messi moves freely in the attacking center next to Allister and Alvarez. Switching to 2-2-6 formation for Argentina's attack to remain with the largest number of players. Molina and Enzo Fernandez stays with Otamendi and Romero as the center duo progresses. De Paul and Allister with the four players Di Maria, Messi, Alvarez, and Acuna. They relied in this game to stay on the right side, with Molina taking a step forward beside Messi, Di Maria, and Alvarez to try to make numerical superiority 4 against 3. Romero passes to Di Maria. He receives the ball and stands on it to wait for Molina to advance into the half spaces. Molina takes off and plays a back pass. Alvarez receives it very cleverly in the empty space and shoots after escaping from the defender, but Matikash successfully saved the ball. Example 2. This time the ball ended up in Wojciech Szczęsny's net. Argentina continued their possession with 2-2-6 formation. Enzo Fernandez and De Paul both remains besides Otamendi and Romero, while the Argentina national team appears with 6 players on the offensive field. A right triangle consists of Molina, Di Maria, and Messi. Romero passes to Molina. Di Maria receives the ball on the line and waits for Molina to rise to do an overlap. Molina launches into the space, and look here at the dynamic duo of Alvarez and Allister. Molina plays a back pass, Allister receive it, scoring the first goal. Then the Argentina national team returned to possession more evenly with 2-3-5 formation, by placing 5 players to build up AD to protect the team defensively, while the other 5 advanced to attack, with players free to switch places. Example 1. Enzo Fernandez, De Paul, Molina stays next to center-backs, Acuna progresses. Example 2. Acuna stays in the center of the field, while Alvarez drifts to far end of the line on the left. We turn to the most provocative thing, that was the translation of the attacks of the Argentina national team, which Acuna, the left back, hasn't mastered making decisions the right way. Example 1. He decides to play across, Alvarez alone with 3 players. Example 2. In the 22nd minute, Molina goes high on the far right and Di Maria was switched to the left, with Acuna a movement in the center of the field or in the left halves of the spaces. But here, Acuna passes the ball to the opponent. Example 3. Acuna at the left end in an attacking position for Argentina with 5 players. However, Acuna decides to play for Messi in a completely narrow area to end the attack with a wrong pass in favor of the Polish defense. Acuna played a bad match, and there will be a video to highlight his performance against Poland. We turn to talk about Messi's favorite place, from which he scored in the last match against Mexico. Zone 14. Notice here the repetition of Di Maria launching with the ball, consuming time on it and looking for Messi. Messi receives the ball in his favorite place, but note here the aggression of Zielinski, he return and pressure. However, Messi manages to keep the ball, then dribbles, arrives and shoots, but Szczęsny saved the ball. Another example, Di Maria is looking for Messi. Note the concentration of Highlghts. In monitoring Messi's movement, Messi received the pass and was pressed hard to prevent him from shooting, but in the end he was able to pass into the empty space to Acuna. What should the Argentina national team improve on before playing in the playoffs? It is not to rely entirely on Messi. Yes, Messi is the greatest technically at the level of the game, but the pressure on him must be reduced and act according to what benefits the game, not according to Messi's movement. How's that? Messi is looking for the ball, not the ball looking for Messi. Because there is a big difference between them. Example 1, Enzo Fernandez, in a situation of numerical superiority 3 against 2, so here he should set off on his own and take advantage of the numerical increase. But he looked at Messi, this look made him late and influenced his decision, so the result was a pass with more force than what Alvarez needed, so the ball go out of the field. Example 2, Allister receives the ball from the center of the field, holds the ball and runs with it to penetrate the center of the Poland stadium. He plays a great through ball to Alvarez. Alvarez runs into the space and shoots but is blocked by Szczęsny. Goes back to Alvarez, who plays a cross, and here Messi takes a strange penalty kick, as happened with Ronaldo also in the Ghana match. But the difference is that Poland has Szczęsny, who also saved a penalty kick against Saudi Arabia from Salem Al-Dosari. Notice here how he is faking the movement of his foot to the left corner to make Messi expect him to go there. Szczęsny for the right corner, but Szczęsny goes to the left corner and saved the ball brilliantly and deserves to be the best star of the match with Messi. One of the things that Scaloni's team also plays on is inter-passes. Example 1, Di Maria to Messi. Example 2, De Paul passes to Molina. But the most unexpected thing about the Argentina national team is when Messi plays with great freedom and comfort in moving and switching positions. Example 1, receiving the ball behind Poland press and transitioning Argentina to a quick turnaround. He could eventually swipe towards the empty space at De Paul, but he decided to end it individually, and it ended in a terrible way for Messi. Example 2, Messi plays the ball in the empty space towards the one coming from behind quickly to Tagliafico, who received the ball in the empty space and runs with it until he reaches the penalty area. He stands on the ball and plays a back pass. Allister goes for it superbly, shot but saved by Szczęsny once again. Messi receives the ball and makes the difference by dribbling and then passing, but in the end, Alvarez missed the goal opportunity. Did you know that the second goal came after 29 passes for the Argentina national team? A 68-second possession started with foul in midfield area, ended with a wonderful through ball Alvarez received is in the space, scoring the second goal. There were also some chances that almost made the match end with a great result, as the statistics show. Argentina finished the match with an expected goal average of 3.69. While Poland 0.32, which shows the big difference that appeared with the performance of the two teams. Thanks for watching and see you in a new video. Don't forget to like video support and subscribe to the channel to stay in touch.